Welcome for this special Mythic Legion's party. If you follow this channel, you know what that means. It's a special episode to celebrate over 3 million views of the channel. Actually, 3,200,038 views on this channel right now. And to celebrate, to have a fun together in this Mythic Legion's party, I got 5 awesome guests. Maybe one of them is in delay, but he will be back in the show. He will be in the show later on. In this show, to have some echo during the show, I decided to have two names, because one is not enough. So I have two names in the show. I have also two Bill in the show. The first Nate tonight is a nasty Nate. He's an awesome artist, illustrator, a designer, was in my show many times. And his name is Nate Birch. The other Nate is an amazing photographer. You can find him on Instagram on Corona Fur account. And his name is Nate Strong. And there are two people, but one of them is in delay. The guy in delay is Bill Mancuso, an awesome guy for the Awesome Studio. And the other one is a fellow YouTuber, the Dark Lair, Bill. I don't know to pronounce his name, Dronowski, I believe. And the last guest of the show is 1-6 shooter, Trevor Williams. So now, guys, it's time to start the show. Welcome to the show, everybody. And also, we got also finally in the show.
Hey!
Hello, gentlemen.
Nate, Bill.
So, Bill.
We're all here, all the names.
And Trevor and Mr. Alan in the world of toys to control the show. I watch also the show in other two devices because sometimes I have a Jurassic connection in Italy. Also, if we are in 3 a.m. in the night, sometimes the connection goes down. So to control everything as a professional broadcaster, I have also other two devices, not one, but other two. So because of that, maybe I lag myself. However, like that, I can see everything works the show. And thank you to everybody in the show. David Smith, thank you to the show, to be on to watch the show. Mika, welcome to the show. Let's see other name really fast. Dave Orkin, welcome. And everybody, welcome to the show. Ours this show will be, we will explore the Mythic Legion's world, pick some character in different race, and in the middle, we play together the Mythic Legion song, and every guest need to sing a song. Bill, number 1 or number 2, Bill Mancuso and Nate, the nasty Nate, no works. For the 3 guys of the Legion Lounge is something really new, but you will be ready. You will be super cool. And the first topic of the show is this. Pick your favorite orc. You need to pick only one orc and explain why you pick that orc. So the first one that we start is the last guy that appears in the show. So it's Bill Mancuso. What is your favorite orc of Mythic Legions and why?
The green one.
Which one of the green ones?
Because he has a cool weapon.
But which green orc? Vortok? Ursok?
Yep.
You're not getting away with this.
But it's not like I'm trying to get away with anything.
Yes, you are.
I don't know
the names.
Don't remember. Pick one. Pick just one.
Hold on. Let me go to sourcehorseman.com
There we go.
Good call. I'm going to do the exact same thing. I mean, I'm not, because I know.
You want some music when you go to the store, Osman?
Internet dialing music.
URL tunes.
Bill Mancuso forgot the name of the line of his studios right now.
They're towards the bottom.
Maybe I don't know each name of the
Lots
figures,
of views.
but I know really well the name of the figures they
All right,
have in my collection.
I know my favorite orc. So let's
Find
skip
the name, or maybe not. He's in trouble, and maybe he think why I built the show because he asked too much name to me. Come on, Bill. Come on, Bill. Pick one character.
Urzok.
Oh, there it is. Good.
Urzok.
Yes.
Do you
He
know
was
that
one of
Urzok
the-
is one of most rarest orc to find? It's really difficult, and the price in the aftermarket is really big. But I have Urzok.
Nice. I think he's one of the OGs, so I dig him. He's got the
Okay.
cool paint.
And now it's time for one of the Nates. I pick the Nate that is right here for the first time ever. So Nate Strong. Come on, Nate. What is your favorite orc in the line?
I'm going to go with one we don't have in hand yet, but I think he's the coolest one to me, Tharnog.
Yeah.
That's
Awesome.
a good one.
And why you
Orc,
pick
an orc
Tharnog?
shaman. I mean, come on, that's cool. He's going to be on the good side. It's kind of unique. And just all the cool stuff he comes with. Yeah, I can't wait to get him. He's my fave.
Yeah, me too. Me too. That one is my favorite character of the Poxus Wave, by the way. And now it's time for the other Bill, another guy for the first time ever in my show, my fellow YouTuber from the Dark Life, Bill Drunowski. Is correct the name, Drunowski?
Yep, that's right. You got it.
You are a European. You're from Europe, Heritage, something like that, because sounds
The
Europe.
name is Polish. Yeah, the name
Okay.
Drunowski is a Polish name. Yeah,
You speak Polish also.
but I am a quarter Italian.
Wow.
I don't speak Polish now. I don't have really much connection to my Polish heritage.
Italian. You speak something in Italian.
No, none of them. Or French. The other one is French Canadian, but I don't speak French either.
You speak Canadian?
Yeah, I do. I do.
Quarter
Eh?
of talent. He only makes like the wagon wheel pasta because it's just
Right. Yeah.
For example, I am not. I believe I'm 1, 2, 3. I'm really bad with the numbers, but I believe one elf, the other elf. I believe that I'm not 1/4, but what is the
1/8. The next one down.
1/8 English. I'm 1/8 English from UK because my grandmother, so the mother of my grandmother,
great grandmother.
yes, exactly, was was British. I never met her because
The hat
That's
looks English to me. You know.
yeah.
Yeah.
Old timey.
So my favorite is Vorthog. Probably that's one of the newest. Is that the newest orc? The most recent one, right? It's just a
yeah.
loaded figure. It comes with
Yeah.
so much. I love that figure. I love all the extras. It's got extra feet. Swap out head. The new head sculpt. Like I just love that figure. And I love the type of armor it's got on. Just an awesome orc.
It's awesome, yeah.
Great pick.
And now it's time for a guy. We have also there are in the show not only to Nate, not only to Bill, but we have also 3 Gemini guys because I'm Gemini, Trevor is Gemini, Nate's Strong is Gemini. So for the other Gemini, Trevor, it's time to give your pick, my friend.
Well, Bill stole mine, but I'm going to go with Vorthog. But I like him because of the sweet beard. You got to love an orc with a beard. Come on,
Sweet
it's the
beard.
best, right? Facial hair, like.
There is the song "Sweet Beer." No.
Yeah.
Sweet beer. No. But I don't remember.
Also, I was very impressed how you worked the number 3,003,038 into your song. That was pretty good.
Yes,
was
it's,
impressive.
It just
yes,
rolled right
it's,
in there. It's perfect.
I tried. It's,
Right in.
it's 3,200,000 and now I read it in
200,000. Oh, I missed that.
because I
Do
read
you have a
bad.
counter? Is it just going up?
Is okay.
It's going up right now.
Right.
Right now is Maybe I can share the screen. No.
Let's get a live. Let's get a live count.
Yeah,
A
can you
live
put it right
count
in the
is
corner of the
3
screen?
million views, 200,000, 48, 948 right now in this moment.
Oh yeah, 948. All right, let's get that. Let's get that rounded up to what was the 1,000? I don't remember.
I tried to. I have a solution for that.
Let's get 50 views, is what I'm saying tonight.
52.
Because I'm
Round
really
down.
bad. I'm
Yeah,
really
I can't do
bad. I'm really bad with numbers, also in Italian, and really bad to translate number also. So I put on the screen the actually views right now. Let's see. I add a banner only for that. It's a narcissistic moment. So this is the actual number of the views.
There you
Okay.
go.
All right. So
All right. So we need to get to
248.
3,249.
249. Yep.
Right.
By the end of the show?
Check
Yep.
it again.
Start
Yeah.
texting-
Make sure we
let's
check
start
it
texting
again
people.
later.
Let's see.
Told everybody I
So
was gonna be
now
on.
it's time
Right,
for
wait a
the
second.
last one, not last but not least, the amazing artist Nate. Let me know, Nasty Nate, what is your favorite orc and why?
Well, I was gonna say Urku, who is the one with the he's more bare chested and has the silver because he was the first orc in Mythic Legions any of us saw, I think. So he's really cool. And then I was like, oh, but is it Malian? The not evil in Melina.
Melina.
Malina.
Oh,
Malina. She's only half orc, so she probably can't count. But then I remembered, oh, I kind of have a thing for green-skinned ladies, and so I had to go with Queen Urgza.
You and Captain Kirk.
A beautiful figure.
Me-
If you're really searching for a Masters of the Universe orc, there's two other ones because Purplor and Kauros are also orcs.
Correct. And
and
What's Uncan?
The recent
Uncan, yeah, the first
Oh
one.
yeah, Uncan, yeah.
well, and
and the gray one they just had, right?
Oh, they're all orcs. They're basically all orcs.
He was
Yeah,
half-
Xenothon.
no, the
Yeah.
flocked one. What's the flocked
man,
one?
those orcs
Oh.
in Mythos, they
Oh, they're all
really,
orcs.
they
Yeah.
like experimenting.
Mossman.
Mossman.
Yes.
Yes.
The Mossman
Bryophytus.
one.
Bryophytus.
There is also
Bryophytus.
Yeah.
the Shadow Orc. Also, what is the name of the Shadow Orc? Gorthog. The Shadow Orc.
He's good. I wish I had Gorth. That's like the one orc I wish I had because he's so unique, but I don't
Yeah.
have him.
Same.
Oh, he's a good one.
Orthog.
He's a good.
And
one.
now it's time to pick my favorite. My favorite is the same of Bill and also of Trevor is Vortog because of the what all looks together, or this stuff, this big pauldron, spiky pauldron, the beard, the shield. And if you watch all together, this is a really badass orc, but also looks like a badass, but also wise in the same time, maybe because of the beard. I like also Tarnok, but I don't pick Tarnok only because I have it in my hands. Because when you got the figure in your hands, your top list, your rating change because you got different vibes.
Not
But
because of the photography, is it?
yes, good photography, but you need to have in your hands to feel better. Like to see. I do this comparison. I know that right now my girl sleeps, so I can say everything. Looks like when you see a girl in the photo, it's different. You meet the girl in person, no? So
No,
you can,
it looks better in the photo.
yes,
If you have a good
yes,
photographer.
that's work
Sometimes
for you.
it does, yeah.
All the
That's work
filters,
for
right?
you.
It's apparently the problem. Apparently.
But now it's time to sing, guys. There we go.
Oh, I can't. I'm drinking.
Ready?
Find your allegiance.
Even
Got your faction. Find emotions. Into a magic world. Now it's time to sing together this song.
I'm singing.
The-
I'm doing backup,
the
man.
lyrics,
I've
it's
got
really
you.
simple because remember the guy that wrote these lyrics is an Italian with a bad English, so everyone can sing the song.
with a beautiful singing voice.
Yes.
Yes, that's
I'm
right.
trying to
It's
find some
the
harmonies
only,
for
the
you.
only things that help me when I sing in English. You find your allegiance when you got your faction.
Got your faction.
Find emotions
Is it emotion?
Find emotion.
It's a magic world.
It's a
Again,
magic
guys, you
world.
find your allegiance,
Find your religion.
Was that how you?
factions,
Find your faction.
find emotions.
Find emotion.
In a magic world.
In a
So
magic
because
world.
Bill Dorkley has a long ponytail as a musician, has the headphones as a musician, now I want to see the Dorkler sing along the song. There we go.
Oh no, that's
3,
not fair.
2, you find your
Find your legions,
when you find your
find your factions,
you find
your motions.
into a magic. I give you the lyrics once
You should
again.
print
Yeah,
us out
I-
lyric sheets and
I-
send
one more
them.
time.
Sorry,
Follow the
Bill,
bouncy
you
Is it
skull.
emotions?
You
Emotions?
find
All
you
talking.
find your allegiance when you got your affections,
That's-
and you find emotions into a magic world. Into a magic
You need
world.
to
Magic
put that up
world.
as a banner
Okay,
on the
this is a
bottom, like the
journey.
whole lyrics. Like
Yeah.
on the bottom.
Bouncy ball.
Yes,
Karaoke.
Yeah,
we
we
need
need
to-
to
I put the words in the banner.
Follow the
Maybe
bouncing skull.
Do a
maybe
karaoke.
will be something wrong in the.
Oh, my
in
drink's
the-
gone. I gotta go get another
in the
drink.
English.
Does anyone remember the Muppet Show with Harry Belafonte? And
Yes.
like he's singing along, and then Fozzie Bear just comes in late every time.
Yes.
That's what I feel like I'm doing every time on this song.
Well, yeah.
Waka,
By the
waka,
way,
waka.
I love the.
I'm
a
just
big
waiting
fan
for
of the
even a
Muppets, by the
skeleton.
way. So let's see like that. You find. I put a banner with that. You find your allegiance.
Meanwhile, I'm gonna tell people to show up here.
Also, meanwhile, there's like there's some serious anti-flocking going on in
Yeah,
I know.
in the
It's
chat.
like
Not
Robo's
happy
in the
with it.
chat or something.
Like Foosh
Let's
Robo,
see
he's like
if
he
my
hates flocking. Is that-
He
English
hates
is
flocking. He hates
Oh.
flocking.
Oh man, I used to
Can I
be
go
in that
live
camp.
in the
I used to
cabal?
not like
I
it.
don't think I can.
This is the lyrics of the song. So you find your
Okay.
allegiance when you got your.
Okay.
There's another Legions centric live
Find
stream right now. I
emotions.
think that's why.
Oh.
Shooting the shelf or
So
Yeah,
what's
yeah.
it called? All right, here we go.
Give me a bee, a bumpy bee.
There are the words.
I'm trying to stop so I can really like.
Bill, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm.
Emote.
Yeah, I think so. You got to start me off with the when to start.
Is it
singing.
just Bill? Just the Bills. Just the
What
Bills.
happened? Trevor disappeared.
Trevor
Just
who?
the Bills.
Right there.
You find your
Find your
allegiance
legions,
when you got your
find your
faction.
faction,
You find
find
your
emotion,
into a magic
magic
world.
world.
And now
Magic world.
only Bill. The second voice is who is the guy that did the second
The
voice?
magic
Trevor.
voice.
Trevor,
Okay.
I'm doing backup, Alan.
back me up. Let's go.
I'm backing it up. Here you go. Let's
3,
go.
2, 1. You find your
Legions,
Find your allegiance.
got
you
your
find your faction,
Got your faction.
find
find emotions to a magic world.
It's
Again,
a magic
only Bill.
world.
You find your legions when you got your faction.
Got your faction.
You find emotions
Find
into a magic world.
magic world.
So guys, clap your hands for the Darkland Sing My Song.
Love the whisper.
Right?
Now it's time for the second topic of the night, not the nine. My English is really bad.
Or the
However,
9.
because I
Surf
learned
Force in
English with
Morocco.
phrasing like that, what you gonna do, brother?
Oh, you like
Favorite
wrestling?
female character. So you can pick only Mythic Legion's character, not
I need
real
to
girl
play
in
this
real
quiz.
life, especially if you are a wife or a girlfriend. Come on.
It's not that kind of show.
Yes, it's also because I have a girlfriend too, and she's upset every day with me. So,
Just naturally.
Another
I
package,
think
that's probably
the
what you
first
get.
one to do is speak will be Nate Strong. Come on,
Ooh.
Nate. Favorite female
Boy.
character?
There's some really good ones, but I think I might go with Hadriana.
And why?
She's just badass. Got a great helmet with the flip down lioness. Love the color scheme. Love the faction. Because
Cool.
she leads me into into a magic world, really.
It's a beautiful, beautiful
That's
figure.
my girl, Nate. That's my girl.
And now we move
Trevor's
to
pissed.
the,
He's like, damn it.
Hey,
we move to the other Nate, the nasty Nate, the nasty Nate, the awesome artist, the one and the only Nate Birch.
Why are you nasty?
You weren't here. The everybody talks about the accessory pack and calls it Noble Barch. But there was a guy, and I apologize if you're watching tonight. Please say so in the chat or something. But somebody came up to me at Legion's Con and said, "Oh no, I call him Nasty Nate." And I'm like, I'm keeping that. I that's what I'll always call him.
Because it's
ironic.
for him or you.
I think it's more for the barbarian, the Viking guy. But yeah,
Because you're not a nasty Nate. That's just silly.
no, that's silly. Yeah, that's kind of opposite of my MO, isn't it? But anyway, my favorite female character in Mythic Legions is going to be Freya of Deadhall, the Valkyrie. I just
she's cool.
My Norse heritage just really likes that one.
yeah, great sculpt.
Mhm.
Yep. And she's like the perfect Valkyrie. I mean, all the way down to black raven feathers, not wing like eagle wing feathers. That's not what they would have. They would have nice black raven feathers.
Cool.
And
Good
now is the turn for Trevor, 1/6 shooter.
Well, since Nate stole my girl, Hadriana, that's my girl.
But you need to fight with Nate now.
Yeah, I
you need
know.
to fight
We gotta
to get the girl.
We gotta duke it out. Hadriana kicked both of our asses, actually.
Yeah.
I do like Juno though. Juno's got that classic fantasy,
Now you're
warrior
picking my
chick
girl.
look. You know what I mean? But it's Hadriana, man. I love Hadriana.
Juno's up there for sure.
Hadriana's the
If we all want to give Mike Casper a heart
I have
attack,
a test
we
shot of
could've
Hadriana.
picked Faustia.
Yeah, somebody should have picked Faustia just to bug Mike for sure.
Ooh, likewise, I have a test shot of Freya.
Nice.
Oh, do you? Yeah. It's weird. But
It is weird.
I do like Hadriana. It's just a cool figure. I always liked Ravina though. Ravina was a great figure. Like before Hadriana came along, I think Ravina would have been my answer.
That's what I thought your answer was going to be, actually.
Nah, it's just like the Odysseus is kind of I found my faction, and it's the Odysseus. It's a magic world now.
It's very magical.
Your emotions. And now is the turn for an awesome member, for a guy they create, the unknown one, the Hadat, dangerous character in the show, in the line, but also in the show, because sometimes also the character appears in the show because we talk about character, but now it's time to build Mancuso, man. You have the store awesome.com on your
It's ready, but
on your screen.
I actually didn't need it this time because I was going to pick Juno the Crusher, and I still am, even though everybody's already brought her up, because I fear her, and that's a turn on.
Yeah. It's true.
Okay.
That is a very tough character, and it is. If she were real, I'd be scared shitless.
Paging Dr. Freud.
No, it's got nothing to do with my mother. That hack.
Hey, you said it.
No, Freud said it.
Yeah.
And now is the turn for Bill Dorkler. But before to start, give me an answer for my curiosity. How start in your mind to call your channel Dorkler? What is the secret behind your
So the little short story behind the name is that when I first started it was a podcast originally. I just wanted to podcast, and I just chose a topic that was like the center of my collecting at the moment, which at the time was SH Figure Arts Star Wars figures. But I knew that I didn't want to like lock myself in, so I just chose a word that represented this room, the collecting room, right? So it's a lair, you know, it's dorky, like so I just kind of like picked a word that was generic enough to be, it could go past and beyond action figures, it could be anything, right? But I just wanted a word that was generic enough, but like that was also not taken already by someone else, except for Claire, who is an Instagrammer who even prior to me coming up with that name had Dorklair, the Instagram account, which is why I have the Dorklair as my Instagram account.
That
so
I
my
never
name is
heard.
Claire.
I heard the rest of that, but I never heard that.
Anyway, yeah, so that's the story. Like I just wanted like a generic word for just my collecting hobby, like in general.
It works.
Yeah.
Okay, and what
my
is your favorite female character?
So I kind of wonder if, and I'm kind of like you, Alan, like when it gets in hand, might change. Like I kind of wonder if when, what's her name? Thrace, when she comes in, I have a feeling she could end up being my favorite, but right now
Lilith.
I would say it's, Artemis Silvercord 2. She's really good. Just an awesome figure all around. So that's probably my favorite. I also really like Ravana. That's another one. It's like same thing. It could have been my favorite up until, a couple months ago. But
to me,
Artemis
I
looks
actually
great.
I have three favorite girl in the show. In the show, I call it show because I think about my stop motion series every time, but because they create my story. But because my three favorite, I pick only one. My three favorite are Ilithia, the Artemis one, and Queen Urska. But because there is a vampire inside of me, I pick Ilithia because it's a beautiful figure, a little bit with a crazy design with these arms, but absolutely super cool with this. Also the soft goods, everything, the details. So I like the charisma of the character. Because in this collection, in this world, in this line, you find guys that have more charisma than others. No, others could be a good psychic, sometimes a good bodyguard, or just a soldier. But Ilithia is a really leader. So because of that, I pick Ilithia. But in real life, the girls that are leader don't work with me because I'm an alpha male, so I can do good with that.
You and Steve Bisciotti.
Yeah. But now it's time to sing the song and to put a banner with the lyrics.
What, again?
Yeah.
Well, we're all going to
Are we singing everything?
Of each pick will be the song again, and I pick only one of you later to sing the song along. Because
I think we all need to sing it in Italian this time.
Do you want?
We worked on that last time.
Can you lead us in Italian?
I can sing in Italian if you want.
Yeah,
let's hear it.
Yeah.
We'll try to follow you.
Okay, I try to do in Italian. I don't know what happened because I wrote this song in English. I did many songs in Italian.
It's different.
Hundreds of songs. Because as a YouTuber that I blow up hundreds of videos, when I was only a musician, I wrote hundreds of songs. And as a writer, I published 5 novels in Italian. But the last novel that I still work in progress for a long time because I haven't the time now to writing is my novel number 38. So since 2007, I did the 38th novel, but one of them is not complete because I haven't the time to write it now because I'm super busy with the channel. It's also with another project, it's super secret. Because you guys, many of you are customizers of figures, but I try to customize something different for these figures, but not a figure, something big. But maybe there is something that could be a suggestion on my piano. However, I try to do the song in Italian. Let's see what happens. Because now, take a look. Oh, I'm weird. Because now to sing the song in Italian, I need to translate in Italian the song because to me the song is in English. So I'm an English in myself, an English version of myself that I try to translate in Italian.
But you speak Italian.
And you're 1/8 English, so this should be easy.
And can you play the piano and do it at the same time? Because then you can't speak with your hands and play piano.
Right.
That could
Right,
be a
it's gonna be
problem.
tricky.
I also need to not only
You are
translate.
stalling. You are
Stalling.
stalling. You are
No, it's hard.
stalling.
I'm trying to do it also in French. It's like, no, that's a
Let's go
trick.
to commercial
In
break.
French, I don't know if
We'll be
I'm
right
able,
back.
because my French is really bad. I speak something in French. For example, I can see Je m'appelle Alan. Je suis a musician. No musician. What is the English? The French.
Vampire.
French?
T'es un vampire.
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 Comment
Je
ça?
suis
Right.
un écrivain, un artiste. Bah, je ne parle pas bien français. So,
Bon, je dirais que tu parles bien le français.
oui, tu parles français, Nate.
Bah oui.
Pourquoi tu parles français?
J'habitais en France pour 2 ans de ma vie. Quand
Deux
j'étais
ans,
jeune.
okay.
2 ans,
Eh,
ouais.
Oh,
And everybody else just
French
tuned
is
out
bad.
just like that.
I was just thinking of
I
Pee-wee's
picked up
Big
like
Adventure.
you lived in France for
2 years?
two
Yeah.
years. Yeah.
That's
Okay.
what I was
Cool.
guessing.
Yep.
Cool.
In French, I don't know what happened with the song. Cherchez your religion when you. I don't know. My French is bad. I tried to in Italian. Mine is bad. Because I need to translate, but also adapt the lyrics. Because if I only translate, the lyrics doesn't work really well. You need to, because when you did a song, you need the words, the
Mika
letters,
is
the
French.
words need to
See,
sing.
Mika is French in the chat. Mika can probably like translate this whole thing.
Jolie accent française. Merci, Mika.
All right, Italian. Let's go, Michelle. Come on. You speak Italian. You should be able to do this.
But I think Mika was talking about Alan's
Yeah,
French.
I do, no problem. Troverai la tua legione
What a lot.
quando troverai la tua fazione.
No.
Troverai emozioni dentro un mondo magico.
Al Dante.
It's definitely more passionate.
I like it.
Quando troverai la tua fazione,
That's good.
troverai emozioni dentro un mondo magico. But I don't force you to
I love
Not
it.
a dry eye in the
That
house.
was good.
I love it. Jeez.
That sounded great, actually.
Yeah, beautiful.
That sounds
man.
Don't
better
ask
than
me to
English
follow that,
version.
though.
Do you want to listen my Italian
No.
song? Another song is in Italian, a little piece.
No, I love it. Love it.
That's good.
My most popular song in Italian, when I was only musician, was a song that the title translated in English is "The Fly of Phoenix," and actually is a song that used the metaphor, the example of the phoenix, the myth of the phoenix that every 100 years go to the fire, and when he reburn, go do the same things many times. Like an example always the life of an artist, because an artist is a guy that follow the emotion, go like into the fire, and sometimes that destroyed himself to reborn, to destroy himself once again, to follow only his passion. No, it's something like that. Little bit melodramatic stuff. No,
No, it's but
Very
it's
cool.
so I sing for you a little part of this song in Italian. The Fly of Phoenix in English, the titles, so little bit. Raccogli i tuoi silenzi e fanne un'ambizione. Potresti pentirti d'essere stato innocente. Non esitare e non indugiare. Protesi come foglie nel vento i tuoi argomenti. Ascoltami, ti prego, le tue parole sono solamente condizioni migliori. Io sono un istante, un segno impreciso, tracciato bisogno di sapere, di volare da qui. Non ricordo cos'è il tempo, lo confondo così. Io non so. And that was the song that I did. You guys did this song many years ago. It was 2001. I did the song.
Was the word fondant in there? I thought
I heard
that.
fondant.
Did you? Yeah.
No, the words
all about
to translate
I got hungry.
The lyrics is not easy because it's try to explain it. Raccogli I tuoi silenzi. It says gut your silence and follow your ambitions. Basically, you can regret to be innocent, and then what is no hesitation. So it's a little bit complicated because also in Italian my lyrics are a little bit intricate, no, just to put in trouble my listener. But because in my show was a guy that I put in the show, dancer, only girls. They sing, they play cello, violin, dancing with me, actress, model, the stuff. And I did also this. Every concert was a concert at the time with a story. So a story. Every song was like a little step in the story. I changed my costume during the show. It was a show also, not only a.
Very diva
Wow.
of you.
Wow. You have video of any of this?
I know. I was just
Yes,
gonna
you
ask.
want to see something? I can share it with you if you buy any.
Not right now. You don't have to share it now, but like
Oh,
we
yeah,
gotta
that would be
post
great.
it someplace.
We
man.
gotta
or
see
you
it.
can, or you can.
If you want, I can share it with you. Somewhere there is a video to a video with also in that video appears only also some famous Italian people like the director Dario Argento is a horror director. We're also Italian. I find. Do you want to see? This is an old show. You want to see that?
Do it. Do it.
Okay.
Let's see it.
I need to go to my Italian channel because I have also a small Italian channel. So let's do it. Okay, share screen. This is a little like a little this video was made for the manager to promote the show. No, in the show you can see every stuff that I did at the time. It was an old video. This video was about 2005, so a long time ago. But let's see. I share screens, Chrome. There we go. With some the guys that you can see, there is also some guests that are actually Italian. This one, for example, is a guy that is an anchorman in an important Italian TV show. I was a special guest every week in the show in TV because he worked also in TV in Italy. He was one of my guests in my album, my music album that never was published except for only one song. However, let's see this stuff.
Doing crazy dreaming
is a song of the show. You
Okay.
can sing.
Vivo in un grosso ed obeso paese dove tutti sembrano gatti lenti, furtivi, senza movimenti e pentimenti. Sento una frase scoperta per sbaglio e mi sembra soltanto uno scherzo crescere senza sapere il motivo della mia scelta.
This is one of the girls that plays cello.
Allora dimmi cosa devo dire.
Also, I did also
Allora
the
ma che
was doing the show
sognami
in the background, you know, some videos. I did the videos.
Sognami con te.
A long time ago. To me, it looks like he's doing another person because he was a totally different. He was inside the story.
Sognami con te. Dimentica.
At the time, the music was my life. The only thing that mattered at the time to me was music. The music was everything. Ambition to become big and strong and popular. I was really
per dare espressione alla sua storia. Allora dimmi cosa devo dire. E allora dire, ma che dire, sognami.
another cape, another mask. I use it at the time, many cape, many masks. Transform myself in the show.
Sognami nel tempo, dimentica, sognami col tempo, dimentica, mani giganti e prospettive, abiti
I
trasparenti.
I don't remember the last time I watched this video, many years ago. I almost forgot that it was like that. And this, the subject of the song is about some idea that you can dream but you can forget at the same time. Also in the life in general, but also about love and relationship.
It's hard to hear you over the volume. What you're saying. It's hard to hear you over you. That's right.
No problem, I tell you later. But now back on track.
Very cool.
I'm surprised you like have that digitally. Like I can't think of.
Yeah, that's 2005.
Yeah, back then, yeah.
2005. I'm still young.
I don't
I'm
even
still
have
the
my
same,
wedding
guys.
video digitally.
Well, you are a vampire, so you're not going to age.
It's true. Right.
To me,
As
was
long as
that
you
looks like
feed.
to see another person to me because it was really different at the time. I was only focused on music. The music was my life. The ambitious, the ambition. It was really ambitious. And that later, I become in trouble because do music in Italy is like a nightmare. Also, if you have popular friends, because I got, for example, for my album at the time, I had 11 special guests, and all of them were rare and still popular. Some of them passed away, and for two of them passed away. However, many of them still popular today, but wasn't enough to the label to publish that because it was too different for them, different for the market in general. So I published only one song with a philosopher, the work with an important songwriter in Italy, however. But now back on track, back on Mythic, because Now the guy that watched the show say, "What happened? What is this stuff? We are here to a Mythic Legions part to talk about Mythic Legions, and we see
We lost
Italian
Mika.
song with an Italian vampire that talk about himself. Come on." So we move.
Well, to
to
be
the
fair,
next
it's like
topic.
3 a.m. for Mika, so that's why.
Yeah, that's true. Good point.
Right now is 3:53 in the morning. Right now, right in Italy.
Come on, we got to get these views
And
up.
we
Let's go.
have dinner later because
we at 4 million yet?
What?
Are we at 4 million yet?
Yeah.
No, for me is not today. Maybe in a few months if I'm lucky enough. Let's see if some because the count is the what is the English name? To see the real amount of the views, you need to wait because the update is really slow, no? On the YouTube
Oh yeah, it
page.
does take like 24 hours. Yeah, but
Yeah, exactly.
with 20 videos a day, your like residual views must be many per day.
Probably,
So I feel like
probably.
whatever that number was, I feel like we're gonna hit it. It was only like 50 views, right, or something.
Yeah,
so.
right. Yeah, somebody's
Yeah.
got to be watching. If not this, something else.
And now
Probably
we
the
move
wrestling stuff.
the wrestling stuff. Yes, I got more. If you want to know my numbers in my wrestling channel with Alamagnetti, I can share with you the channel.
That channel's a lot bigger, right, than this one.
Yeah,
Oh, it's a
yes,
different channel, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a wrestling. The name of the channel is Wrestling Channel with Alamagnetti. Let's see.
Let's keep the track of the because it doesn't update right until tomorrow. Yeah. Isn't there a live view?
But
I
let's
swear there's a live
take
view.
a look at my wrestling channel, the other channel, the other version of myself. So I need to zoom in a little bit.
Yeah, 51,000. Wow.
Yeah, 51,400 subscribers.
Inscritti.
And the views, I have also, if you the most popular video, I did some videos, for example, this one, Braun Strowman injury, 2,400,000. This one is about the diva of wrestling. So when you do video about divas, obviously you got millions of views, but however, let's see.
But your girlfriend loves that.
No, my girlfriend hates that type of video, hates that channel.
It was ironic.
You were having a hard time picking up the sarcasm, I can see.
Yeah.
19
million.
This
million.
one is the total views of this channel.
20.
90
Wow,
millions.
you're gonna hit 20
And
now.
yes, but because of wrestling, it's easier actually do views with wrestling, no? That with but
I don't
it's
think
weird,
there's an
but I
equivalent to
love
that in Mythic Legions.
right now. Sorry, I covered someone that say something.
No, that's okay. I was going to say, I don't know if there's an equivalent in Mythic Legions for the divas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's difficult.
Mythic Legions Diva channel.
Diva Legions.
Mythic Divas.
Mythic
Mythic
Divas. Yeah.
We need in the line more female cosplayer to do that, I believe.
Yes, we do.
So we need to work about it. But now we move for the next topic of the show. One of my favorite race, a little bit underrated because there is a strong part of the community that love this race, but other part that don't care so much. Favorite dwarf. And we start with Trevor Williams, the one and the
Oh,
only.
that's not fair. Helmer Golden. No. You know what? I like Torgen Redfin. I love Torgen.
Torgen Redfin.
Torgen's great.
And why?
I mean, you gotta love a mohawk, man. That's great. Gotta
He's
go
got
with a
that-
mohawk, right? He's a
Yeah.
badass, bare chested, and he's a badass. I like him.
I think also he's a charismatic, like a little warrior with a big resilience. Is the reason why I put Torgun as a main character in my stop motion series, because he's a guy that can fight also with the giants, not because of his
Yes.
It's
character.
very
He's a-
individual.
Yeah. And now we move to Bill Mancuso. What is your favorite dwarf?
I was gonna say Torgen Redfin as well.
Bad.
He's just a cool character, and when he I don't know if this is a known thing or not. But when he came out, he had his nose has that little dark
Rub on it. Yeah, the
tip
dark.
on it.
Yeah.
That wasn't in the original
Oh, really?
Paint Master. We don't know where that came from. It may have been somebody handled it and got a smudge
But
on
it's
it.
universal though, right?
Oh, it happened before they made the piece, before they produced it. Like, so at some point when we sent the prototype and they got it, had that
Oh, the
smudge on it.
prototype had that on it.
It didn't when we sent it out. That's not how it was
But at
painted.
some point somebody touched it and they reproduced that.
I assume we don't know how it happened,
Wow.
but it was so
Great.
cool looking. It was such
That's
an
great.
unexpected, and it gives it such character. It was like,
I love
this
that.
is great.
Great story.
That's so cool.
That's
Yeah.
what
I didn't realize that.
Yeah,
That's
that's
awesome.
I love that character, and that's just it's a cool looking character, and that little punch there, just that
Yeah, yeah,
mistake
yeah.
that is a cool.
Like he's like, you know, getting bruised or been
Yeah.
in a fight. Yeah, it's cool. That's awesome.
And
I love
now
that.
is the turn of Bill Dorclair.
I'm gonna go with Torgin's half brother, King Bromden. I think that's another one that's like it's a loaded figure. It has multiple looks. It's a killer dwarf. And I guess another thing is I don't have a lot of the early dwarfs, so I don't have a great perspective on all the dwarves, but like of the ones I have, it's definitely Bromden.
Awesome figure. Bromden actually was my first ever Mythic Legions King Bromden.
First
So
ever.
yes, my first ever. I fall in love with the line also when I got this, because I was really surprised about the quality, the details. It's super cool, King Bromden.
He looks like he's got like almost like a leprosy going on here in this one. I don't know. It's like it's pretty bad. It's a mild skin cancer, I think.
Or a frostbite on his nose.
Or frostbite. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
That's true.
And now it's time for
grab my Torgin here.
There you go.
Cool.
Bag of
and
parts.
all my
Torgin in
figures
a bag.
are
Bag of
all
Torgin.
my figures are not right here because I have. If you saw my toy room tour that I did in the end of the year 2022, because it's a room that is big like one floor. But I'm in my house is in 3 floors. Another digression typical of Mr. Allen. However, in the basement there is a basement floor with the big garden, and there is a garage. There is like a laboratory when you can sculpt something, and also there is this big room. This is my toy room with my. It's like a bunker. It's really secure with the iron door to protect everything. So, but I have super cool stuff. So, but I have all my figures are there. So I have right now the figures. Maybe you can see why you can bring your figure during the show, because
and you've got those beautiful windows behind you too. Those amazing cathedral windows. In the,
yeah, absolutely. You mean that?
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Yeah,
look at that. The church is right outside there, right?
He's in the church.
Oh, that's right.
I'm the church. I am the church.
I am the church.
And I'm ready to the figure of Chris Gorwich. Speaking of church,
Yeah.
The Bible figures.
That's right.
But now we
just
move
talked about that today. He and I
as well.
We move to our favorite artist, our favorite illustrator, and I before to move to you, Nate Birch, I want to say that when I saw I believe that your better work, your masterpiece, are your works for the figure obscura, especially Headless Horseman and also Father Christmas, because I discovered when you move outside something related with some line, something related with Motu, you're awesome also in the line. But when you move really free without barricades of lines, of toilets, you show up something universal. I think that when the art is really good, become universal, and you can find yourself in that portrait, in that art. When I saw the artwork of Father Christmas, I remember something of my childhood for example, you got the card, the Christmas card, or the package, no, for your gift as a kid, or you go in some toy shop, no, you see some poster with Santa Claus or just Christmas tree of snow. It was something special. So for that is a masterpiece, my friend.
Thank you very much. Those are fun pieces to do. They have one thing that I realized with Headless Horseman and moving into Father Christmas was that I have basically 4 giant panels that allow me to basically tell the story around that figure, and so I'm using that more and more. And speaking of working on some other things that may be related, possibly,
Like what?
I can't talk about at all.
Oh, sure you can.
But
We're all friends here.
Yeah, we all know what's going on. You can just tell us.
Bill, you
There's
and I
only
know
8
exactly
people.
what's
There's
going
only
on.
8 people watching, so
Right. There's only 2 people watching. Right. Needless to say, those pieces are very special, and they're a lot of fun.
Absolutely. What is your special dwarf in your mind?
So for me, I'm going to sound like a broken record, but the Deluxe Legion Builder is probably my favorite dwarf
Cool
because he
figure.
has a Viking helmet.
Yeah.
I mean, he has a true
I'm
straight up
sensing a
Norse
theme.
helmet. Yeah. There's maybe a little theme there, but now his paints, he's a Legion builder, so his paints are simple. I just recently painted up my Dark Templar just to look. I mean, nothing fancy. I didn't go over the top on anything other than to just paint in the details to make it look like a normal Mythic Legion figure. And so that's the next figure on my plate to do that. Is I'm doing that with all of the Legion builders, including the accessory pack. But
Cool.
I'm just going to go in, and some of them may get more of a deluxe paint job than just making them look like a standard figure. But for the most part, I'm going to at least get them up to a standard figure in the paints. But that has nothing to do with my favorite dwarf. I just like this favorite dwarf because he's got a Viking helmet.
I think that the Deluxe Legion Builder is an awesome way for this new S-Sculpt. No, I like that. For example, for my project, I prefer have, to me, is more unique. A Deluxe Legion Builder with a new added, maybe a standard figure with a awesome paint job, or maybe use the same S-Sculpt, because I need new characters, so different S-Sculpt. And the Deluxe Legion Builder to me is an awesome wave, a premier wave. And that dwarf is awesome. But the dwarf, the barbarian is super cool. The gladiator, the goblin, the skeleton with the helmet, the visor is awesome, super cool wave. But a shout out to big, stronger supporter of the dwarf side of the mythos, Jonas Apollo. There was a part in the last Mythic Legion's party for the 2 million views.
What's up, Joe?
But it's time for the other Nate of the show, the photographer, Nate Strong. What is your favorite dwarf?
And please sing it.
Yes, try to sing that. I give you a minute.
Trust me, y'all. You don't want that to happen.
Sorry, Nate. Not really.
Well, I'm in the same camp as Bill Janowski in the sense that I don't have a lot of the early ones because like Halmir, Jorand, those look so great, and I'm super excited for the Justin Johnson tribute whenever we're gonna see that. But I gotta go with one I have is Torgen. I just love his look, just like you're saying. I mean, come on, he's got the mohawk. But I've also used that body for a handful of other customs. He's just just everything he comes with, and the bare arms, and it just lends himself to a lot of great characters that you can create. So he would be my pick as well.
I'm a fan of the dwarves. I love dwarves faction, so I have many dwarves in my project, and I try to find them also some of the rarest, because I have Jordan Runeshaper, I have Torgon Redfin, I have Amir Goldentooth, I have the Deluxe Dwarf Legion Builder, I have the King Brandon, so I have the Cavern Dwarf also. But my favorite, I was lucky enough to find this figure because of a big help of Dennis Derby. is Almir Golden Tooth. I like Almir because I like the sculpt. I like the idea of that he has these wings on the helmet. I like that he has two paw drains. I like how looks the big picture of this figure. No, how looks all these pieces together works really well. For example, I like also another one that I have, and that is the guy that has the same head sculpt of Almir. I forget the name because
Joran?
Thord, I believe.
Oh, Thord Ironjaw, yeah.
Yeah, I like that, but because I don't want two guys with the same head sculpt, I choose Almir to have Almir in my collection because I think it's more unique for the overall looking of the character. It's the reason why I like it.
He's got that quintessential dwarf sculpt.
Yeah,
Excellent.
it's a good figure. That would probably be my number 2 for sure. But I am looking forward to that Justin Johnson.
Yes, that one is super cool. I hope one day will be also regular release for that one. It's awesome. That one. Finger crossed for that. But now it's time to remove the banner and to sing this Mythic Legion song. So now I sing only me, and then I pick one of you to sing the song. Sorry, the lyrics, because if you haven't the lyrics, it's like a karaoke. Also, because sometimes I reverse part of the lyrics. It's typical of me. Also, when I did the concert at the time, I changed the lyrics during the concert, whatever, because it's me, no? It's my song. What? Find your legions when you got your factions. You find emotions into a magic war. And now together, 3, 2, you find your legions.
Find your
When you got your factions.
Got your faction.
You find emotions into a magic
world.
And now it's because we know that Gemini guys are guys that are a little bit like exhibit themselves in the show. This is a guy that talks a lot. There is a guy that talks a lot like me in the show. And there is only one guy with me that have a name with no one with the same name. So Trevor, it's your turn.
Oh, fuck.
You find your
legions when you got your faction. Find emotions to a magic world.
Again, only Trevor.
Chanting.
No, that's it. I'm done. No, I only do one take. That's it.
One take, Trevor. It's what he knows.
If you didn't record that, I'm out.
Trevor was good to do the second the background vocal. Earlier.
I am missing CB right now. I remember when you sang this with CB, and he's a singer. And
Yes, it is.
does a good job.
It's good, CB, when he sing. There is a comments. Thank you, Joe.
I'm doing the metal version.
The metal version could be like Marilyn Manson version.
Oh no, you want me to do death metal version? I can do the death metal version.
Sweet.
You want to do that?
Like that, probably. If you scream, it's death metal. It's metal.
Now
it's death metal.
version.
That's death metal.
I like the progressive metal, like Dream Theater, for example.
I want to know what kind of faces you're making that you have to turn your camera off to do this.
Right.
Well, I used to sing, and I used to sing live, but I told my wife, like, she's like, "Oh, you never sing, around me." I'm like, I need like 50 people to be in front of me to sing. Otherwise, I feel like an idiot. So, like, if you can't see people's faces responding to you, then it's a lot easier to sing. The death metal, I'd be fine with.
To me,
you're frozen, Alan.
Wasn't at the time. In general, also when I did a presentation of my novel, I really relax before the performance. I talk about everything. Sometimes I don't need to also to do a sound check. Don't I go right there? 1,000. I sing about with when I did a music tour. I was the opener on a music band in Italy in 2004, many years ago, and we sing in the arena, so with many thousand and people.
Wow.
And I remember was one of the best day of my life when was the last date of the tour. Before I was only the opener of the show. Before of my moment in the because the singer of the main band introduced me every night at the time to the crowd. No, before he announced me, the people start to sing me the song that I sang for you earlier, the Fly of Phoenix.
Wow.
It was blow my mind. And when I go to the stage, the people was really excited for me. It was a dream come true at that time. It was a dream come true.
I think that might happen at Legion's Con if you show up, man. I think
yes,
the
if
entire
when I will be able
place
to
may
show
just
up,
break into the Mythic Legion song.
Oh, the
I
Mythic
won't
Legion
I
song,
won't
not his
sing
other
the
song?
song
No.
because I know that many of you did the breakout section. No, I remember that. I won't do a song. Maybe a song. It's not difficult to do because I can create a file with the song. With only the instrumental version, I can sing on the instrumental version. If we haven't the piano in the show, no, we can do also without piano, no problem. But now we move.
Can you bring the guitar?
I play guitar. The
guitar. The
Guitar.
keyboard guitar.
Yeah,
For
right.
that thing?
Guitar.
Well,
Guitar.
I don't write the song with the guitar, so I need to because with the guitar I'm not good like the piano. And with the violin, I'm not good like guitar. So
There was a piano in the lobby. At
yes, I saw that. I saw that. I saw. Gosh, what I want because the only problem is because I'm able to pay my food with YouTube, to pay taxes, and also save some money for collection. But to do a trip, I need more money. I don't know if I'm able to find more money, but also because I am afraid of only two things in my life. One, I hate spider. So when I see a spider, I need to kill the spider because I hate
Spiders on a plane?
spider. Like to see a big monster, I need to kill them. So I become crazy. And I hate fly. So when I went to London,
Flying. You don't like flying.
But vampires fly.
yeah, but
So
with my
That's
wings, not
self-propelled,
with
though.
Who let
Can
all
we
these
do a
motherfucking
GoFundMe
spiders on
for
this motherfucking plane?
But the big problem is especially accept to fly to maybe 12 hours, 13 hours. But in general, I know when you go to London, you got a smaller airplane, no? My cousin that was in US told me that
Flying from
plane
Italy
was big.
to London? Yeah.
Yeah, I went to London from Italy many years ago with another girlfriend many years ago.
On a prop plane?
Was a plane, little plane. But when you got what is the English turbulence? The turbulence. No,
Oh yeah, the turbulence. Yeah.
When the plane starts to shaking.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. No. So I need to get a bunch of Valium to sleep.
Yeah. There you go. I was gonna say you'll be fine.
No,
Well, maybe
we'll
because
just
I
do a
work in
GoFundMe and get you a
GoFundMe.
ticket on a boat over to the U.S.
There you go. Yeah.
I will be
You leave sometime in August, and then you'll get there for
Yep.
Legion's Con.
I bet the internet connection is better on the boat. You can probably stream the whole way over.
Probably.
Can you sleep in a coffin? Because we could probably just get it's probably real cheap.
I think
like
that
below.
was the
dirt in the
actual
coffin.
script to Nosferatu, right?
Exactly. And speaking of vampire, it's time to go to the next topic.
boy.
Is favorite vampire.
Ooh. What a segue.
So now we start with Bill Drunowski.
Oh God. My initial instinct, I guess, is to go straight to Alithia. And I know I'm doing a lot of like the newer figures, but it's really good. Alithia is up there for me, and then I'd also say that Lucretia is another one that I really like. And I think Alithia is like in some ways like an evolution of that, right? Like some of these newer vampires are an evolution of the vampires that came out in Advent. So yeah, I'm still gonna go with Alithia, I think, for vampire.
It's a cool figure. It was also my favorite female character, by the way.
It's
And
hard to
now
go
we move-
first, by the way, when you don't know
I know.
what the
I
category
know.
is.
And now we move to Bill Mancuso, favorite vampire.
I think I'm going to go with Carpathius because I just like that standard soldier type. He's just a solid vampire soldier character. I like that simple.
Cool figure. I have
Yeah.
Carpathius. And now it's time for Nate Birch.
I keep looking and I can't find a Viking vampire.
Customize one.
I should. That would be cool. But in all seriousness, Alithia popped immediately to my mind as well, Bill. She's so good. But but I don't want to steal your favorite, so I'm gonna also right up there for me is Varg. I really like Varg.
Mm-hmm.
It just, I don't know if he's like a vampire or a beast vampire. Like, is he a pet? I need to go back and look at his bio or something. But he just kind of like, I don't know. I also love his face, like his head sculpt.
Yeah.
His race.
So
You
good.
want to know what his race is?
Yeah, that's right. He is different, right?
It's Varg.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not joking. His race is.
He's
Varg.
a Varg.
Race is Varg. So, yeah, he's got to be some kind of like henchman creature kind of a thing for the vampire.
Yeah, it's not his name. It's his race.
Mm.
Varg are bred by the vampires to serve as their personal bloodhounds.
There you go. That
I
checks
still
out.
think it counts, but yeah.
Yeah.
Also, he's a Varg, not Varg.
Right. Yeah.
Right. He's a Varg.
He's a Varg, yeah.
I didn't know that.
Which is
until
a vampire
just now.
Arg, apparently.
Yes. The Arg.
That's the same with the orcs or the ogre sized
Ceballos.
Yeah.
Ceballos.
Decemberus.
The Decembrists.
Assemble. Disassemble us.
I put the half giant that came in the deluxe Legion Builder wave. I put that helmet on Decebulus, and wow, talk about just a nice, easy lazy boy custom, just swapping the head. But well, I got him right here. Yeah. Zoom.
Oh, cool. Yeah, that's nice.
Oh,
That's
cool.
so good.
I like that.
Yeah, that's
I'm gonna have
really
to do
slick.
that. I'm gonna have to steal that. That's cool.
It's
Steal
cool
everybody.
how change the looks if you swap something and put other stuff. You got a totally new character.
Yeah,
It's
and
one
that-
of the
that
coolest thing of the line, probably.
He was
So-
facing off against the Noble Barch or the Nasty Nate for a while on my shelf.
Could be a good wrestling matchup between that vampire with helmet with the Nasty Nate together. Who will win the match?
Yeah, exactly.
Somebody, speaking of being bad with numbers, because I'm right up there too, somebody should calculate all the different parts that are available in Legions and figure out how many
Yeah,
different
combinations.
possibility custom things
Ooh.
you can create.
Permutations.
We gotta do that for Legion's Lounge, man. We gotta count them up. Who's gonna do that?
It's already in the millions, I'm sure.
It's got to be.
Oh, the combinations have gotta be in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be a fascinating
Metaphor.
figure to find
You know-
out, though.
You know what I
That'd
would
be
love
interesting.
that
Tell
would
the
make
tactics. They'll figure it out.
Now, do you
Yeah.
count
It's true.
just body parts or weapons and stuff too?
I say body and parts and armor parts.
Yeah.
Like anything that can like the swords and
Just
stuff.
attach.
No, but
Shoulder,
yeah.
arm. Yeah, anything you can swap out on the body, I think. Aside,
Yeah.
aside from weapons that they
I
hold.
think that's sounds good.
Do you count different color straps, like the black one and a brown one is two separate things?
Nah,
That's a good
strap
question.
is a strap.
It's-
Is a
Sculpts,
red
just
one or a
straight up
gray one?
sculpts, different sculpts.
Just sculpts.
Yeah. Anything that doesn't lock in, I would say. Or anything that does lock in. Yeah.
I have a question for Dave. I just saw that he posted Nasty Nate. Dave, are you the guy that coined Nasty Nate? I think you might have been.
Oh yeah.
Let's
I
see.
think so.
It sounds like Dave.
Because he was at
Finally,
Legion's
we
Con. I remember he
Yeah,
was one
he was
of
there.
both at Legion's Con.
Oh, he was. Yep.
Yep.
So yeah.
But now it's time for Trevor. What is your favorite vampire?
Well, I also like Lucretia a lot, but because I like the cowl that she has, but it's always like bug me the way it sits. It doesn't really stay very well on her. So I'm with Bill. I like Carpathius. I like just like the basic soldier warrior vampire. I've done a couple of pictures with him, and he's really cool. But I do like Lucretia. If it wasn't for the cowl that kind of loose on her, she'd be probably my favorite.
She very much is that classic vampire.
Yeah, she's just cool, man. I mean, she's
yeah.
got the sculpt is really good. Like, she just looks
Beautiful.
really badass.
Yeah.
Like, does not give fuck. and the cowl is awesome. The cowl looks cool. It just doesn't sit very well, unfortunately.
Nate
Love the
Strong.
cloth
What
goods.
is your favorite vampire?
And it's close. And just to be, I'd probably gravitate toward Alithia myself, but to be a little different, I'm going to say Valak.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Love that
Good
figure.
Solid choice.
Vorgus is. I mean, he's in that. We don't know if he's a vampire. I mean, we don't know what he is.
He
but
was
he's
a
in that,
vampire.
he was a vampire. That's true. Yeah. Vorgus is pretty cool.
This is very cool.
Didn't think about that.
Yes, he's a bloody knight, actually.
Mhm.
And my favorite is probably, I'm sure about that, is Baron Voligar too. Because once again, it's not like Almir. Is another character. If you watch the big picture, you overhaul the figure is awesome. You got this.
Yeah, he's good.
I like also the fur. I like display the figure with everything, with the fur, the cape, the pauldrons, everything. I know that when you put everything, you obscure something, you can see something of the details in the armor. But I like how it looks with everything because it looks like a noble. No, a baron is a noble.
It's very regal, yeah.
Yeah.
I like how it looks like that. And also I like the sculpt of the face because it's an old vampire, really old vampire, no?
Yeah.
Like to see, I remember the old movie on Nosferatu, no? This really old with many lines on his face.
Oh yeah.
So I like that. But now I lost a little bit my voice, but I don't care. We continue to the song, guys.
Oh God.
Maybe I have to do a slow version of the song. You find your legions when you find your factions. You find emotions into a magic world. And now I need to pick one of you to sing this version of the song. It will be Nate Strong.
I got to do the slow version.
Yeah.
Cue me in.
3, 2, 1.
You find your legions when you got your faction. You find emotions into a magic world.
Awesome. Clap your hands for Nate Strong. The awesome performance, guys.
Good man. I was terrified he was going to ask me to do that.
Will be your turn some points of the show. It will be
I
your
know.
turn.
It's
It will
coming.
be
but yeah.
also the turn of Bill Mancuso.
You get to do the R&B version, Nasty Nate.
Nice.
Nasty Nate.
And thank you, Dave Orkin. by the way.
Hey,
I will never
Hey,
forget
Cookie.
Dave Orkin was the guy.
My friend Cookie is a
Happy
Lego.
birthday, Cookie!
happy birthday.
Happy birthday, happy birthday to you.
Let's all sing to Cookie. I'm sure he would love that.
I'm sure he would.
When you find your birthday
Every single day.
every single day.
Okay, back on track for the next
Okay.
topic.
I know this foolishness.
The next one is your favorite ogre scale character.
Oh,
Good.
jeez.
Good one. That's a good one.
Ogre. I don't know.
We're all going to the well.
I pick to this a guy that I know probably is peak, so I put him in an easy situation. Nate Birch. What is your favorite ogre scale character?
Wow.
Thank
Maybe he's a guy with a long beard,
Maybe.
with the antlers on his helmet. Maybe.
Maybe.
I'm not gonna disappoint anyone at this answer. Yeah, it would definitely be the accessory pack or the Nasty Nate. Thank you, Dave Orkin, or the Noble Barch, whatever you want to call him. But yes, all of those right here. He's sitting right here. I always have to bring my toys to show. See, they're all just sitting right there.
Awesome. What
yeah.
is your feelings when you finally got the accessory and you put the first time ever the actual figure, Nate?
That is that's a magical feeling every time. It's the same feeling I had when the Classics Castle Grayskull showed up at my house, because I had done quite a bit of work on that as well. And yeah, when you have a toy in your hand that, I don't know, Bill knows how this is too. It's just cool. It's just neat to finally see it in plastic. It's especially humbling when guys like yourself, Alan, tell me that this is your favorite figure in the whole line.
Yes, it's my favorite, absolutely.
It's pretty cool. Pretty
You
magical.
are pretty cool, man. And now I pick the other Nate. Nate Strong, Nate Coronafour. Let me know what is your favorite ogre scale character.
Same answer. 100%.
Thank
All
you,
the
sir.
way.
It's not a secret, it's also my Sam answer. So I skip myself because you know is my favorite Mythic Legions character, is also my favorite ogre scale. Absolutely. So now we move for Bill Mancuso, to Bill Mancuso, because the correct words is say not 4, but 2. So I know English a little bit, but I don't know why when I say to speak English become bad. However, Bill, what is your favorite ogre scale?
I'm gonna go with Kurzog because I helped make the biggest one.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
That's true.
Nice.
That was
Cool.
awesome.
I saw the
That thing is
pictures of
beautiful.
that one.
A life size.
Unbelievable.
That is menacing to have that thing
Really
stare at
life
you
size.
from across
Yeah.
the room too.
He's a pet.
You can see in real life how Oaken looks this big monster.
That's a good one.
Should be cool in the future to see more about this real life giants version of the character.
Oh yeah, it would be.
Maybe you can build a room in the studio just for it to like a museum, no? With this
Put an
big
annex, have a diorama, like a life-size diorama.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yes. Should be
We need a
awesome.
life-size Noble Birch next year. That would be cool.
Could be also could be an attraction also for the people that are not a collector and because of that discover the collection, the line, no?
Yeah.
A Mythic Legion Park.
Theme park.
And now is the turn for 1/6 shooter.
Well, I would have to say at the moment it's the Noble Birch. But Sir Uxjik is looking pretty cool too. So we'll
That
see.
is really, really good.
And by the way, still, I believe, because the end of the pre-order is 11 p.m., that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Half an hour,
Half
kids.
hour.
Yep.
1 half hour, 28 minutes,
Tonight?
actually, guys, to do the pre-order is the last chance. Don't miss that, guys.
Shit, I gotta go.
I gotta go.
Wait. Shit.
Well, I did place mine like yesterday or the day before. So
Steph Delatour is still like considering things, and he's waiting till that 10:57 mark to.
Yeah.
put the-
Just to have the emotion to lose the possibility, no?
That's right. Yeah, just the drama.
And now, Bill Drunowski, what is your pick? From the door, Claire, what is the pick?
I'm gonna go with Equidron.
Equidron, yeah.
Mm,
Equidron is so cool, and it's just
that's true.
like that head sculpt is just incredible. Either one, really. I think I like the
Mhm.
regular Equidron maybe a little bit more, but either one is awesome. I love that figure.
I was
Cool.
sitting in the studio when they put that together. It was really cool. It was around G-Con time, and I remember they had just shown the Aerithir wave with all the horses, and they had all those prints, and then they had an ogre that was fairly new. It was just a test shot, and I remember watching Eric just put the horse head on the ogre head and actually look at that and sit back and go, "Holy crap, that actually kind of works."
Wow.
It was a cool moment. It was very
That's
cool
awesome.
Wow. And the inspiration comes like that, unexpected, just to. Sometimes it's almost casual, no? You got inspiration.
moment.
So, I believe that we pick this version. So it's time to back to the song. And now, who will be the guy that will sing the song after me? We have only two. So two guys that sing the song last time, the ladder at the 2 million show. I will reveal the name of the guy, the next singer, only after my version. Find your allegiance
Anya version.
when you got your faction. You find emotions into magic world. You find your legion when you got your faction. You find emotion when you
Little Beatles. You got a little Beatles going on there.
Yeah.
So, the Beatles, which of the last two possible guests can be one of the Beatles? Maybe if you think about Ringo Starr, which one could be Ringo Starr?
I love it.
It's your turn, Bill.
You can do a
Can we
great
just play
English
a clip
accent.
from
too.
last show?
What? What you
Can we
said?
just play a clip from the last show?
Come on, sing us to us, love.
I'd like to be.
Give us a little tune, Ringo.
Find your legions
When you find your
Under the sea.
you find your legions and you got your faction. You find emotions in a magic world.
Nice.
perfect.
Beautifully done.
Oh,
Nailed it.
Thank you. And by
Crushed
the way, thank you
I-
so much, Ringo Starr. I know you're a big star in the music world, the business, the sort of music. Thank you to be on my show. I'm really pleased about it. It's a big honor, such a great privilege.
You're very welcome.
Nice.
And now we move there is some comments to see. Okay, back to the next topic
Telling us to
is
stop doing accents. Oh, it does.
favorite skeleton. We are in the year of Necronominus, so we are in topic also for the year. For the pre-order, guys, 23 minutes left to pre-order your
Necronominus on the
Necronominus
table?
wave.
Is Necronominus on the table as a pick, even though we don't have him in hand?
Can I just say the whole Necronominus line of skeletons?
But the first one that we do the pick, is Nate Birch. What is your favorite skeleton?
Can we pick from Necronominus or no?
Yes, everything.
Yeah, I picked Apoxis, so go for it.
I'm going to pick Tuberculi.
Why?
Why? Because I like monsters, number one. Number two, I was in the room when CB was telling Eric to do a gorilla skull for the Tuberculi.
Cool.
It was cool, but I mostly because I just like monsters and I like how that thing looks. Like that is a truly horrific thing. Like if that were in real life coming at you, that would just you wouldn't know what to do. And it just it's also one of my favorites of the wave easily.
And now is the turn to Ringo Starr. What is your favorite skeleton?
It's going to be the Tuberculi as well, and I didn't realize it until after the show was done, and we do up 2 paint masters, one that we send to China and one we're trying to keep in the studio. And as I was gluing up all those characters to put on our shelf, when I put him together, it was like for the first time I really sat down and looked at it while I was gluing it together, and it just blew my mind. It's a cool monster. It's really cool. I love it. The whole that monkey look to it, the extra arms, the wings. It's just badass.
Absolutely badass. And now is the turn for the Dark Lair. Bill.
My favorite skeleton is Scaphoid. I love the color scheme, the greens and the purples, and that was one that, like, before it was reissued, it was one that had become a little bit old that I didn't pick up originally, and I was able to pick it up in the Exodus sale, if you guys remember that one. And it just I fell in love with that figure. And if anybody knows me, I love part swapping and kit bashing, and that thing is like a dream for doing swaps and stuff. So the Scaphoid is definitely my favorite. It's probably going to change when these Necronominus figures come in hand, but for now, of the ones I have, it's definitely Scaphoid.
And now is the turn for Nate Strong.
I definitely got to agree with the Tuberculi for everything that's been said. Plus, I just think the customizing the parts that we're getting with that thing, and the way you can mix him up just by himself, swapping the different arms and wings and making forearms and all that stuff. But I think what you're going to be able to use with those bone parts is going to be crazy. But out of the ones I have in hand, I would go with Brother Mandibulus.
Oh, he's good.
Brother Mandibulus is good.
Does a Chrono count since he has a skeleton head?
Sure.
Yeah. Sure. You can do that.
Second
And
cousin.
now, the one and the only 1/6 shooter. What is your pick?
Now, are we talking about skeleton adjacent or skeleton? This has got to be bone skeletons, or this could be like in the faction of Necronominus. What are we talking about?
A skeleton.
It's got to have a skull head.
All right,
exactly. Thank you, Bill.
It would be Belualith if it wasn't, but it's a Tuberculi, man. That thing is awesome, and it's just so much. I mean, even if it in its prototype state was so much fun to play with and pose, man, it's going to be incredible to get in hand. I cannot wait for that thing.
And my favorite is another character from the Necronominus wave is the Maxilius the Harvester. I like that figure because you can, for example, I will do pre-order for absolutely two of him to do 2 versions or maybe 3. But because I want different S-Sculpt to do 3, I found 2 same S-Sculpt. So probably I will do 2. I pre-order 2 to this figure. So this one because of the accessory that he has. No, I like the accessories. Also the cape with the hood. Could be the typical Reaper. So I like this figure. It's also my favorite, the Necronominus wave in the same time. So because of that, it's really classic a little bit, no? Yes,
Versatile too. Versatile, yeah.
So because of that, I'm a little bit classic, no, in the in the line. It's the reason why the Turpiculi, or for example, the chimera, the strange animal of the girl that it's difficult to pronounce the name for me.
Bluelith.
These two are least in my rating of the Necrominus wave. Maybe I'm the only one because I prefer classic skeleton. For example, I like the builder pack with the zombie and the ghost. That one is one of my favorite also. I like more classic a little bit. There is a question from the chat from a solid fan of the channel. Question is Necrominus God Skeleton Tribute? Looks like
Skeletor.
it's
Gold skeleton, right?
The God Skeletor.
I have the figure of that figure.
God Skeletor.
Oh,
from
God
the movie.
Skeletor. Oh, I thought it was gold because he said, and it's gold. That's the second question, but
Yeah,
maybe
it's
God
God
Skeletor tribute.
From the Masters of the Universe movie.
Yeah.
It looks like Necronominus is very inspired by that, and that's the question: is it a tribute?
I don't think
Not a tribute figure.
it's
I would say no.
no.
No,
Inspired by
it's not.
maybe, I guess. I don't know.
Maybe a little bit inspired could be, but
Bill has
No,
spoken.
I don't think so.
No.
it's another thing. However,
There are things that inspired Necronominus, but I don't think God Skeletor was one of them.
Was God Skeletor gold?
Yes.
And it's
Yeah,
gold.
from the movie.
Yes, a golden god.
Oh, okay.
Not familiar.
Oh,
Was a figure
okay,
made?
yeah.
However, was a figure made. I have the figure of Golden God Skeleton. Was made by Super 7. I had the figures.
Yeah.
I did also 2 interviews with the guys that created this character with William Stout. It was in my show 2 time, and we talk a lot about the creation of these characters. Was interesting. However, we talk about everybody about that, so it's time to move to the song. And there's not a secret. It's still only a guy that needs to sing the song after me.
I have to go to the bathroom. I'll be here.
Just go right there.
Oh, wait, Nate.
It's right here.
You can sing also from there.
Go while you sing.
That's right. Singing Pete.
You find your legions when you got your faction. You find emotions into a magic war. And now only 8, 3, 2. You find your
Find your legions when you got your faction. Find emotions in a magic world.
Lovely.
There you go. That's what you're getting.
Voice of an angel.
Clap your hands for
and as
Nate
Cameron
Bird.
would say, leaving the studio, that's all you're getting.
And now we know that from now, Nate stopped his career as a designer and become a singer. He started his career
A
as a
backup
musician.
singer, maybe, for Alan. Yep.
Way back.
Yeah, far back. Like I'll go in
All
other
the way
room,
back.
Shut the door.
So still to come other 2 topics before to end the show. So we talk about still all the 3 topics. Sorry, we talk about orc, we talk about female character, dwarf, ogre, scale, skeleton, vampire, but we miss something. Not in the line. We miss something. Which one could be the next topic for you? Which one? Which race could be the next topic? A so classic race
Gabo.
in the.
Human.
Yes, we have the goblin, but it's not the next. It's one of the next, but not the next one. The next one is your favorite elf.
Awesome.
And we start with Ringo Starr. Ringo, when did you start to play drum? You remember the first time in your life?
I was but a wee lad. Knee high to a grasshopper.
Very good.
What's is there a blue-faced one?
Yes, there is. There was a
Shadow Elf?
blue face
Dark-
one.
yeah,
The
the
Shadow
Shadow
Elf. I mean.
Shadow Elf?
Shadow Elves, yeah.
Which one?
Shadow
Shadow Elf Ranger.
Shadow Elf Ranger or Malachi Cinderhorn? Which one?
The Ranger.
Malachi. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that Ranger. It's cool.
Mhm.
Malachi also is cool. I have Malachi in my chess game with Mythic Legions. So we move now to Nate Strong. Let me know, Nate. What is your favorite elf?
I got to go with our new Lord Bardrick. Amazing
Okay.
figure, great
Awesome
sculpt,
figure.
awesome new parts.
The first time ever 1.0 body elf, I believe, in the line.
Yeah. Officially, I think.
So, yeah.
Mhm.
Officially, yes. Now we move to Nate Birch. From Nate to Nate, what is your favorite?
Well, I picked him out of the faction because he's a part of Zylona's flock, and I picked Faunus. Really like Faunus just because he's so weird. But I don't know if he's actually technically an elf.
No, I don't think.
I don't know if he is. So if I have to go with my favorite elf, I would go with Miria Golden Branch.
Cool figure. And by the way, you have both Miria and Faunus in my. Faunus is awesome. I like this design.
Yeah.
Looks like when I saw Faunus for the first time, I feel to see a tree that become a mashup between a tree can become a creature, no? Like that a little bit.
Forest Elemental is the
Exactly.
race of Faunus. Yeah.
So it's
he's
not a
Forest
elf.
Elemental,
Forest element.
which that checks out when you look at him. He's very much not.
Should be cool. Should be cool. See in the line in the future other forest elemental, in my opinion.
That'd be
Mhm.
cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, Miria she's interesting because, well, green skin female, so that no big surprise there, right? But but yeah, thanks, Bill. Yeah, she's just awesome. I've always liked her from the get-go.
And now we move to the Dark Lair. Which elf is in the Dark Lair right now as a favorite?
Bardrick is mine as well. That figure blew me away. It's so good. It was my, I forget where it was, but in my top 10 list, it was very high. Might have been my number one because I did like weird tiers and stuff, but I love that figure so much.
Can I change my answer to Buddy?
Yeah.
Artemis is fairy though.
She's fairy elf.
She fairy elf?
Yes.
And now
Okay.
we move to only Trevor need to give an answer.
Well, I mean, if
Beside me.
Artemis 2 is an elf. I thought she was fairy. I didn't think she was an elf.
According to the checklist, Artemis
fairy elf.
is fairy elf.
Huh.
But we can consider a type
Can we
of
phone Jeremy on this one? I feel like we need to phone Jeremy. He might be
Phone a
asleep.
friend. Need to phone a friend. I was gonna say Phelan Frostbow because I really like. I've always liked
She's
Phelan
good.
Frostbow.
She's a really
Very
good.
good.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
She's a cool look with the fur and everything like that, and I just like that whole winter. I
She's
like
blue, right?
shooting snow scenes, so like, she's one of my favorites to shoot. But I do like Artemis 2 a lot, so I would probably say if I had sword to my head, Artemis.
There
2.
she is right there on my wall, Trevor.
Oh, look at that! There she is.
that.
Yeah.
Yep.
January girl.
Mm-hmm. Miss January.
Could be interesting a calendar with the Mythic Legions, no? Which
Mythic
January-
Yeah, you mean?
Yeah, somebody
you mean
should do a calendar of Mythic Legions figures.
Oh, brilliant idea.
That'd be
You
cool.
mean like that?
What?
there we go.
Oh,
I got one right behind me. Can you see
Alan,
it?
I'll have to
Right-
send you one of these.
right there. There's mine.
Awesome.
Your
I
address.
give you
I'll
my
send you one.
address later.
I will send you one.
Mine's
And
a
now it's my turn. I'm in trouble because I love Lord Bardwick, absolutely.
Mhm.
But I like also the Artemis one. So I pick Artemis one because it's the Earth Scout. I prefer the first one and the second one because it's really regal, no? It's the typical queen. It's the typical with these big wings. So because of that, I pick Artemis one. But now, guys, now everybody's singing the song. But
Can I say one thing about elves real quick?
yeah,
Something that may shift the narrative a little bit here is the biography of Baron Voligar. As the first pureborn vampire, Baron Voligar is ancient vampiric royalty, the product of an unholy union between Ilithia and one of the elves of the First Age,
Mm-hmm.
which suggests to me that all of the vampires are part elf in
Interesting.
mythos.
And they're very close on the map. They geographically they're right next to each other.
There you go.
A quarter elf. They're a quarter elf.
Yeah.
So where did a Varg come from?
Experimentations, Varg and the
Decebulus?
the ogres of Decebulus were products of experimentation.
Decemberus.
Decemberists? Decemberists?
The hazards of love.
That's right. Love is love.
That's it.
I think the storyline, the bio of the character is another things that I like so much of the story. I change in my stop motion the story, but speaking of the official story, is another good thing, awesome things of the line. There is many things there as a awesome potential, in my opinion. The sculpt, the design, we know that, but also the the character. Speaking of storytelling, the storytelling side. When finally in the future I will get Eric Treadway in my shop, because I talked with Chris last yesterday. I told, hey Chris, remember since November 2021, I still waiting to have Eric in my shop. When I will get Eric, I will be focused on the storyline, the story, this part of, because everybody asking about design. We know the design is super cool, but I won't stay focused on the story because I'm a storyteller. I consider him a storyteller. I won't focus that. When I will do an interview with him, because it looks like it's more difficult do the interview with Eric than with guys with the Asbos they many times. So,
And make sure every 5 or 10 minutes you ask him to sing.
I was just gonna say you may want to promise him he doesn't have to sing. That may get him on the show.
no, but my guest singing only in the Mythic Regions party like this one.
Okay.
The guest of the.
Good to
And by
know.
the way, before to move on the topic, because I remember that they need to promote the next show in the channel. So for everyone that watching right now, I remember to you that next Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern will be an interview with awesome designer that work, also a freelance that work with Sideshow Collectibles and many others, is with the designer Amilcar Aldana Fong will be special guest in my show next Sunday at 9 p.m. Plus,
Cool.
on February 5, I believe it's 5 because with the numbers. Yes, Saturday, February 4th. Saturday is 4th. No, Sunday, sorry. Because 4th I have wrestling live stream. So Sunday, February 5 at 9 p.m. Eastern, retro to my show, Zakot of Diamond Select Toys. And on Saturday, February 11 at 9 p.m. Eastern, will be Curtis Ackerman to talk about his Mythic Legions custom. So this is the next episode.
I've heard of that guy.
We know
Yeah.
Curtis.
Mark everything, and now we
Familiar.
move to the song, guys. And this time, because every of you sing the song, after my turn, we will sing only you without me, sing together the song. forget to put the lyric in the screen. I forgot, actually.
If we don't know it by now, shame on us.
We got 6 practice rounds to
Find
get this
your
down.
legions when you got your faction. You find emotions into magic. Only you five together like an awesome chorus in a church in the Christmas night. 3, 2, you find your
Legions. When you got your factions, you find emotions to a magic world.
Ooh, parts even. We could like split that up into parts and have some harmony going.
I know, like a barbershop quartet or something.
Yeah.
when I sing, I start to laughing because I remember that it's 5 a.m. and I play singing in the day. I have some neighbor right here because where I live there is I have my house with this 3 floor. It's a big house. In front, I have a church. In the other side, there is a medieval castle. By the other side, I have a neighbor. So there is a guy that lives in the castle. But I have a neighbor close to my house. There is a really old woman. I believe 85 years old. But she has some trouble to sleep in general. And now hear me playing piano in the middle of the night.
Yeah, I'm not sure my wife is digging this either.
Yeah.
So we move. We are still to have 2 topics and I still to have dinner also. So we need to be a little bit faster now. So
Speed round.
favorite nights in the line.
Favorite night.
I want to go first.
Night.
And we start the first one. And now I want to do something different. Nate Birch, pick which one of us we start to pick a character. So choose.
Oh, I get
which
to
one.
be mean to somebody.
Stretching this out.
Stretching
You
this
need
out
to
be mean.
choose which one start to pick a favorite night.
I only do this because I love you, brother. Nate. My brother Nate.
Since we are going with ones that we may not have yet, I've got to say Sir Gideon Heaven's Brand 2.
Full figure, yes. Can't wait to have my. I have in the first one, because I start to collect my religion later. But now I'm happy to don't have in the first one because the second one is a masterpiece. So I'm very happy to able to have the second one. And now Trevor, choose the guy that give the next pick.
I choose who picks.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, I don't know which way I'm going to point, so I'm going to go this way. Oh,
That's me.
Ringo Starr. Okay, Ringo.
Ringo.
Give me your
There's
Ringo,
so many
pick
cool
one,
nights,
pick one.
but my
nice.
favorite has always been the Red Shield Soldier. I just think he's adorable.
He is adorable. He's
That frog helmet, man.
Yeah, I just love that guy.
That is good.
I have just to digress once again. I have another house in my family in the other town. In the other house, I have a real armature of a knight,
Oh, cool.
and my father, me and my brother. We are obsessed to have an armature in the living room. My mother was against that. No, I don't want that. Come on. But we are 3 against 1 and we got the armature. And we have also a real skeleton also because my father was like a scientist. He had a laboratory at the time, however. So when I watched the Red Sea Shoulder, I remember the armature in my other house. But now, Nate Strong.
We should combine those. That would be really cool.
The skeleton inside the
Skeleton in the armor.
I don't know if we can do that. I can try, but I don't know.
Do a Lazy Boy custom.
That is big. It's a real life. Like a real. Could be good to pair this one with the real life Kurzog.
Yeah.
Nate Strong is trying to choose who do the next picks.
I got to volley it right back to Brother Nate.
Sounds good. I'll take that happily. I I love the Templars. I think the Templars are really cool. So I'm going to actually go with Elijah, the new one in Necronominus.
Sweet.
That new body, the new knight body. I love the colors on it. I love the deeper gunmetal. As opposed, I'm fine with the silver on the existing Templars, but Elijah looks really, really good. I was really excited about that.
Yeah.
For sure.
So Bill Mancuso, aka Ringo Starr, pick your still only Bill, like the other Bill or whatever to pick. Because,
Who's left?
or me, if you want.
Or Alan.
Yeah.
So I think again, like I have a hard time picking figures that I don't have in hand yet. I probably would put Gideon to, or maybe even Ukzak, but going with ones I have, I'm gonna take the deluxe Knight, the 1.0 deluxe Knight from Covenant of Shadows. That whole kit, that whole set is awesome. It's the barbarian as a knight, right? It's like such a fun, and that was actually my very first Mythic Legions figure that I ever got. So that one is sweet. I love that one.
Good pick.
To me, I like my fellow YouTuber Bill. Yeah, if I can pick one of the Necronominus, there are 3 that I like so much. 4, all nights that we got.
They're all
also Adalric is really cool because with this plume is beautiful. But because I tried to pick only one that I have in my hands, so I go to something really classic. So I pick Sir Owain. Sir Owain to me is like
really good.
I don't know why. My favorite digression once again. My favorite, but I relate a little bit. My favorite cartoon show when I was a kid, and also today when I rewatch sometimes, is the Filmation Ghostbusters. The Ghostbusters from Filmation with Primeval, so with the gorilla, and sometimes in this show appears the armor, that they have a life without someone inside. So a ghost armor, a ghost knight. So an armor with a ghost inside. And Sir Owain give me this vibe. I don't know why. The typical armor in the castle that can move in some points, do some problem. No? Or like the movie, I remember also the movie I Spirit with Peter O'Toole. It was a movie with the fake ghost armor, no?
Owain was one. Like, I didn't think anything of Owain until and I never had it until they reissued it, and I got it in hand. And like I ordered it because I went all in, and then once I got it in hand, it really that my opinion changed because it was so cool with the blacks that are mixed in with the matte finishes. It's just such a good looking figure.
Absolutely.
I like the fans that are bringing up the Dark Templars as well. And actually, for right around Christmas time, once we had Father Christmas in hand, I put the one of the silver bells, as I like to call them, on Sir Gerard, and that was a really cool looking knight figure.
Sir Gerard is a contender for best knight as well.
Yeah,
really it's hard to say like who's a knight. You know what I mean? Like think of like I don't know.
If I had to say the armor,
if
like Baron Voligar 1 and 2 even, like to me, like that's a knight, you know what I mean?
I mean, I pretty but there's so many people that have like knight armor, you know what I mean?
That's true.
Like it's just, but I would, if it was in hand, I would say Delphina of Etheros, but
not Hadriana.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. Hadriana's kind of a knight too, but I mean, I just think of her more as a Templar knight, you know what I mean? As opposed to, I don't know.
Right, yeah.
It's hard to say, but it is going to be Attila Leosir #2 because I've seen that figure and it is awesome. Cannot wait for that thing.
And now we move to the last topic. Favorite goblin.
Ooh.
So now,
so many good ones.
Bill Dorkler, you need to choose who start the pick.
I'm gonna go Nate Strong.
All right, I'm gonna go with King Noglin
Nice.
Yeah, awesome. King Nogli.
Love that guy. Love his face. The sculpt on it's awesome. The armor's beautiful. Crown. I just think he's a great figure.
Absolutely. I have King Nogli. It's another figure that when I got in my hands, obviously, remember, I start to collect Mythic Legions in March 2021 after my first interview with CB. Because of a dream is a weird story behind how I started Mythic Legions. Really, really strange. But because I did a dream and then I started. Oh, it's so super crazy. But when I got for the first time King Nogli, I need, because it was an old figure, I found it on eBay with not an easy price. But when I got the figures, blow my mind. Also, this double cape. This cape is a little bit some hole inside. Super cool figure, King Nogli. I like so much. But now, Nate Strong, it's your turn to choose the next guest that will reveal his pick.
I'm gonna go with my brother from another, Mr. Trevor Williams.
I guess I like Snag and Thump a lot, and I think I would probably have to go with Snag just because it's a unique looking, sculpt, and I love the little hat and stuff. So he's a great character. He's got a lot of expression on his face.
Mhm.
Thump does too, but I like
Because you mentioned Tom, because I need an advice because I have Tom. Sometimes because he's a 1.0 body, no, 2.0 body, 2.0 body.
2.0, yeah.
He has this big pauldron. Sometimes I'm struggle to put because the pauldron easily comes off because he has a lot of stuff on his figure.
I've had that too, yeah, because he's got those spikes on it too. I put one on, and then that's, I think, does he have two? I don't even know if he has two, but I'd only put one on usually. So.
Do you have a secret to be able to put really stronger the pauldrons to don't come off every time?
Is it just because it's loose? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, because
Or
when I put the pauldrons in the back, if I move too much, falls down the pauldrons of tomb.
It's all in the posing, man. Like you gotta kind of move it, from shoulder to shoulder depending on the pose. You know what I mean? Like
because they put a lot of
if you want his arm up holding the hammer, it's tough to put a shoulder pauldron on this arm. You know what I mean? You got to have it over here and not have one on this one. It's just the nature of his body.
Because they put a lot of stuff also inside with the strap. They put of his weapon. He has all his weapon on so.
Or swap out the pauldrons. Just get smaller pauldrons.
I think one of the issues potentially with that is the distance between where it pegs into the front of a 2.0. There's just some gap there, so like there's just a lot more play for that thing to just kind of push out off the back. It's probably what's happening there.
Yep.
Yeah. You got it. What is the problem to me? However, now it's time for Nate Birch to choose the next guest to pick favorite goblin.
I want to know who Bill's favorite goblin is. Bill Mancuso.
I'm gonna go with Gonks because
Gonks.
he's like a little rusty goblin tank.
He's awesome, Gonks. I have it.
I just feel like he could curl up and roll and take people out.
That's awesome.
He's the big guy of the goblin.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, last but which one, Trevor? You did your pick, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Only
Bill.
We haven't heard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I've not gone.
Yeah, and
Bill and Nate.
Or Nate.
so Trevor, you need to pick which of us goes next, right?
There you go.
You haven't picked yet.
Okay, Bill goes next.
Mine's I can't think of his name right now. Oh my god.
Steve.
Not no
Scribe.
The other like armored knight like goblin. Can't think of his name right now.
Nabnik.
No, yeah,
Nubnik?
Nubnik,
Okay.
the assassin. Like I just love that. Well, first of all, he's got the two heads, and I love the armor on him. Like I love that he's like a fully armored,
It's like a
straight up
stealthy.
goblin. Yeah.
And my pick, no, still Nate Birch. What is your pick? Sorry, man.
No, that's okay. I still need to get him in hand, but I really like Swig. Like I'm really excited to get him in hand. I think he's going to be a tough one, but honestly, I still really love, and I hope this counts, but the Bog Goblin from the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
That Bog Goblin he just reminds me of. Well, let me put it this way: like he brings out the 6-year-old in me. The Bog Goblin does. he seemed like a toy that I would have had to have with me all the time as a kid, because he's just that cool. And I often find as I go through my Mythic Legions bin, as I pull out various figures, I always take time with the Bog Goblin for whatever reason.
We're gonna get the head with the head pack for him too,
and I'm so excited for that. Yes,
technically Thistlethorn counts too. He's a fuzzy goblin.
He's really cool. And he's very similar in the construction of that to Numenic.
Yeah, I forget about categorizing him in there.
I can't wait for that little bottle that Swig comes with.
I know. He comes with that bottle, right?
Oh, I think so.
Yeah.
Speaking
to me,
of the Bog Goblin,
bottle pack.
Hellfire
Hashtag bottle pack.
Hellfire
Goblin's awesome too.
Yeah.
To me, I like also Swig is one of the figure that I pre-order for the All-Star fight because I want the Goblin in my storyline building. But my pick was the same of Nate because I like the Bog Goblin because it's I display my figures into faction for the chess game. They're also related with the stop motion series, no? And when I saw the front line of the black faction of the bad guys, I displayed the goblins like the front line, no, in the troop, in the legions,
the pawns.
And when I watched all these goblins that I have, the first one that you got it, you saw it in the beginning, is the Bog Goblin. He makes the difference. It's different. He has this weird head, like a little bit more amphibious head. It's different. And also because he's a little bastard, no? It's something that you watch, because if you watch the face, you can laughing, but you know that he can do something really terrible of you. You really mean. So it's little bad guy. So because of that, I like this character. And now, my friends, it's time to the last moment of the show to sing together the song, my friends.
Take us out, boys.
Find your legions when you got your faction. You find emotions into a major world. You find your legions when you got your faction. You find emotions into a major world. Thank you, everyone, to enjoy the Mythic Legions party to celebrate over 3 million views of Mr. I in the World of Toys channel. And
congratulations!
Special friends and
congrats,
guests.
Alan.
Thank you to the adorable, awesome artist Nate Birch, the amazing photographer Nate Strong, the official photographer of the Mythic Legions line, 1/6 Shooter. And thank you for my fellow YouTuber, the Darklight Bill Brunowski. And thank you to also member of the Frozen Man Studio, the creator of the No One, a guy that in real life his real name is Ringo Starr, Bill Mancuso. Thank you guys, and don't forget to subscribe to watch this channel every day, because every day you can find many videos, because I'm a crazy guy that upload hundreds of videos every week.
20 a day.
Every week.
Flawless.
Every week. So thank you so much, my friends. It was a lot of fun. And
Wait.
tell
Pull
me,
up the number.
What?
Did we make it
Is
to
it,
50?
is it going to update?
Is it going to update?
Let's try.
Pull up
Let's
the
do
live
It's almost
count.
a new day for you anyway.
The update is really
It
slow.
should be set.
Pull up the live count. Yeah.
It's tomorrow.
He started at a
No,
new date.
still the same.
true, it is
because, maybe tomorrow. Tomorrow I will
Yeah,
update
that's not
tomorrow.
All right. Update us on the
So
Cabal.
thank you guys, a lot of fun, and thank you all of you. And see to everybody that watch the channel right now and we watch later the show. Enjoy the show, and don't forget next week, next episode for an awesome artist that works also with the Sideshow Collectibles and many other company. Amilcar Aldanafon, awesome artist. So don't miss this special episode next week, next Sunday actually, and more in the coming weeks because I'm not stop myself. I like do this show. So thank you guys, and thanks to all of you guys that watch the show. Bye bye, my friends. Goodbye.